Hi, I'm Angel Wu. Welcome to Taiwan is my home. You might have seen this kind of program. It's very common in China for a blind date, perhaps in our parents' era. That's our first main character for today's program. It is said it's a marriage that their parents saw destiny at first. In fact, for marriage couples, at the first glance could not tell they're a matched pair, neither their looks, aura, or say background. It's said the Chinese father-in-law, seeing his son-in-law from Taiwan having face alike like him, assured he married his daughter to him, who does restaurant business. In fact, really is tiring. Long working hours and no vacations. But the young wife not only didn't groan, she became helper of him, taking the responsibility to pass over the family taste. After 15 years, Nantou Zhongxing village declined. The green still danced, but the people in car lessened. For Sasa, who just came from China, Henan to here, never seen the flourishing scenery, she had to take over the restaurant's future. About how many people? 13. Miss Gong likes sashimi. Should we see a picture of sashimi? Opening menus with mother-in-law, memorizing each customer's taste, passing on tips, Sasa had to learn how to manage the restaurant. Because the guests of Zhongxing village are some old customers, like Miss Gong today, she is a teacher. Coming for dinner, they like to order wine. So we have to arrange some stir fries, no thickened mixtures. I ask her to remember the habit of each guest with heart. Besides cashier, Sasa had to help being a waitress. Being an English teacher in kindergarten before, she couldn't imagine all this before coming to Taiwan. Hi there, the dish is on. Here, careful. It's harder than being a teacher. Different difficulties. Maybe you need brain when you're a teacher, then the restaurant chores are more difficult, longer time too. Mother-in-law said at the time her daughter never washed chopsticks, don't do house chores. They precious her very much. Then I said marrying here as a Taiwanese wife, it's tiring, especially that we engage restaurants. This industry, you need to be detailed. Because you married a restaurant lad. 5 years, Sasa was busy nearly every day in the shop. She knows only hardworkingness can she and her husband take over the efforts of parent-in-laws. But in this process, mother and son sometimes have conflict for managing concepts. Like mom said, every cent they take to this restaurant is what they earned little by little at the market. Even now, Zhuang's father would help frying, making dishes in the kitchen. Sasa's husband Zhuang Yihong often asked father for cooking tips. His father started from an apprentice, learned Cantonese and Sichuan cuisine. For his son's business, opened a restaurant. Then he had interest. I will tell him his weakness as much as I can, then he learns slowly. Then he said he wants to do this when he grows up, saying he will have a family. With hard work, this fulfilled. I help him. That's why he can. Then letting go slowly for the young. Young people have to work hard. Poverty is not forever.
要上菜了吗？上菜了。
八千坐哪里？
这一桌上菜哦。
八千坐哪里
？8000坐德贤。
Doing wedding and celebration dishes usually is 10 tables in the weekends. It's like war in the kitchen. Zhuang had to instruct calmly. Taking the order's rhythm. Cannot be careless. When taking out dishes, I instruct. Every district. Then there they go. Is it done? Fork and knife. Okay. Wait. Watching Dad making dishes from young, or the inheritance of talent, Zhuang decided quite early to go on restaurant path. Like to play when I'm young, not learning well. Then they said, I cannot study well, but I have to have a skill. To raise my wife and kid, I have to have it. Looks like everything granted, Zhuang's business is quite smooth, but he had bottleneck in the marriage. I had many girlfriends in Taiwan then. Taiwanese parents would pick son-in-laws. They would say 3 high, but I'm not tall. Education is vocational school. 3 high is which 3? Money? Salary? Yeah, at the time, we are still working in another restaurant, being chefs. So that is why my love here all faded away. At first, I hadn't seen him before, just by introduction from friends. My parents went to see it for me. They think he looks like my family, quite similar to my dad, so we had a good impression. And he's older 8 years than me, quite older in age, so he's prudent. When we're together for a while, chose to marry then. Zhuang came back and forth for a year, finally married the beauty home. Just that finally married her, she started to worry. If she wouldn't adapt to here, or say opening restaurant is difficult in this industry, she might can't stand it. Then she endured it. Then it's like this. Opening until now. Opening this restaurant for 9 years already. She stayed at my side. Helping, working. Since married here, have to do it modestly. Actually, anywhere is the same. We have to keep our foot on the ground. Then, touching restaurant business, though it's hard, it's plentiful too. Every day in the restaurant, time goes quite fast, and quite happy then. Sasa, just 30 years old now, don't have the childishness young girls have, taking plates, giving tea, cashier. Busy every day, she enjoys it. That's why Zhuang is so satisfied of this wife. Proudly say they never fought from marriage 5 years already. Just facing the inheritance of parents, not only challenge, the couple felt stressed too. Of course, the stress is big because it's big environment, not like before. So, besides economy, we have to invent new dishes often. Then the 2 kids is growing up slowly already. Going kindergarten, kids are noticed in kindergarten. Tiring at work, tiring at home, dealing with the 2 kids. So this time is our most tiring time. The pair of kids, because these years the couple busy at work, Sasa's parents in Henan took care of them. The family can't meet every day. Watching them going to kindergarten, they took them back to live together here. Is an age to study, would be closer to kids if we take care of them. Putting by side, can see every day. Before, we can only talk through video calls, and using summertime, we can only see them once a year. Now we have them by the side. We can go to play every day when we finish work, then going out on holidays, driving car, the whole family, there's a feeling of home. Finally, the family together to Zhuang and Sasa, besides taking over parents' restaurant, busy educating the next generation. For them, happiness is the taste of family. Passing on continually. Marrying here equals a total new life. A new start, everything totally different life and environment. We hope kids could grow up happily and healthily, taking good education. Then we couple have a happy life in business and family. Just now seeing taking plates over 40 cm diagram, Sasa who looks graceful, smart actions taking plates in each hand, we can say it's power of love and parenthood. What we're going to share later, the power of creativity. Welcome to Taiwan is my home. Today our second pair of guests is a famous internet person. At first they came to learn Chinese in Taiwan, feeling some culture shock. They represent these shocks in a humorous way. Let everyone discover that the small things they take as usual could be so funny in a different perspective. Now their small program have a high watching rate. And our program today is lively by their presence. Hello everyone. Hello. I'm Jesus. Welcome to watch Foreigners Don't Teach English. Hey, no, NG. Dear friends and audience, hello. I'm Jesus. Welcome to watch Taiwan is my home feed. Foreigners Don't Teach English. Who says foreigners only teach English? Recently in Taiwan internet, there's one person called Jesus from Spain. Speaking fluent Chinese, recording internet programs himself, funny styles makes everyone impressed. Do you know? I was asked for 8 years. Why should I come to Taiwan? Why should I come here? It's quite annoying already. Already sick of it, sick of being asked. No. Oh, forget. Stupid. Today, Foreigner is going to explain why Taiwan is my second home. If you want to make friends with Taiwanese, you have to say great to Taiwan gourmet. Delicious. Really, they are yummy. I'm loving it. Funny, humorous content made Jesus the most famous host of internet program. Video quoted often by the internet, videos of 5 to 6 minutes exaggerates Taiwan culture feature and difference. To many female audience, the Doe professor in Starry Star is a mature man. Clever, rich, super handsome, superpowers. Oh, I want this kind of boyfriend. Cool guy, cool guy. He even noticed the bad phrase that even Taiwanese don't notice ourselves. Coming early, you can say, I'm sorry. Coming late, I'm sorry. Not cool, I'm sorry. Embarrassed, I'm sorry. Jesus used a funny tone to record what he's seen and heard in the 8 years life he had in Taiwan in his own video. Hello, what do you want? Want green tea. Green tea? Green tea, okay? Then no ice, little sugar. No ice, little sugar, okay? These special words beverage shops Taiwan have actually makes Jesus totally confused at first, but now he had no problem at all. He even started a habit to have green tea a day. He shared his path of drinking stole mixture of love and hate. I want a green tea, large or middle. I never thought of this. Sweetness and ice? Don't understand. Do you want no little, half, less sugar, or whole or sweeter? I just want one tea, please. I'm a liberal. I can't decide. Do you want no ice or you want half ice? Or what? Too complex. Can you give me an hour to consider this? I'm nuts when I'm calm. Always look for a long time. Then shopkeepers would think I can't understand and speak English. Then I said, no. Saying I can speak Chinese or say I can't understand or still learning. For example, I see latte. What's the relation with take and iron? Then I knew after that. One skill is to order the same thing every time. There is points cards in drinking stalls. Naughty and funny Jesus mimicked and make the point card of drinking stalls, challenging to exchange drink with 150 empty cups. And see what reaction would they have. Because of funny and Taiwanese tone that he talks in the video is loved by the people, Jesus will be stopped in the road and asked for photos. It's like foreigners' view to see Taiwan, quite special. Thinking he lived here quite a long time, so he knows these habits. Why does Taiwanese make English names? I'm Dan. I'm Mary. I'm Wado. Ho ho ho. I'm Santa. Themes that look small things in life makes people laugh out from the heart. So just a year, the view rates passed 50,000 people. To Jesus, who just came to learn Chinese and teach Spanish in Taiwan, opening an internet channel is just a small hobby to spare time besides teaching. We did this for a long time. No aims at all at first, but just for fun. First, I can talk what I like. No one can control me. I can say what or what can't I say. Then I would talk about cultural differences. And I liked this conversation very much a long time ago.
Hola. Hola, hola. ¿Tal?
Bien.
Bien, así, así. Así, ¿qué tal?
Bien, muy bien.
Muy bien.
He would remind us that there are some accents that we can use Taiwanese, so this thing is really only Taiwanese can learn this. Chicken. What does chicken mean? Chicken means nothing, nope. Not only applying Taiwanese funny accent after class, he is just only to start his after-school activity. The person behind the scenes in Jesus' video is him, Thomas from France. He is Jesus' classmate together to learn Chinese back then, responsible for video shooting and cutting. One from Spain, one from France, their common language isn't English, but local Chinese. I think middle is okay. There's an I expression I don't really understand. Is that everyone? You've seen it, tried it, then you've thought about it? Making videos is just a common hobby of the two, not full-time job. They could only use the spare time besides teaching, discuss and exchange ideas. Handmade. It's thick paper and this one is the wood that I make. And this is bag of laundry. Don't know how much, but really cheap. One for $50. Yeah. No money for lamp, then DIY then. Buying laundry net that could be bought in $10 shops for soft focus effect with a cheap peg and the big green cloth he found in the market for keyboard. Though this photo booth is not professional at all, but the two are like big boys having fun in their own land, using creativity, enjoying it. I'm a pig. Many people ask where our inspiration comes from. It's our daily life. For example, watching students idle. Taiwanese students are very passive, like idling. Ming, hola. What does hola mean, sir? Every day watching students idle, so we have this feeling, then we decide to shoot this. Taipei transportation is really convenient. It's even more convenient. We can cut off fruit skins. I'll be embarrassed. Baby, why don't you go out? None of your business.
我用金度粘子按枇杷润喉糖保护我的喉咙。
Because our humor is different with many people, then we use exaggeration or opposite sentences. It's a bit sarcastic. Sometimes we use sarcasm to make humor, but not everyone understands. Even if it's foreigners' humor, not all Taiwanese would accept it. Over 200 videos, we can see their determination to challenge. More importantly, they know who they are and what they want to tell. Many people ask us, can we shoot this thing? Because maybe everyone have feeling or say he like it, but the problem is every program has some features. For example, we will have some cultural and then we will use some humorous effects or some things. So not every question could use this to shoot. We have to have interest. We want to find that humorous joke. We are too great. Having this 3 is 100. Jesus also cares about how his position in online users' hearts, checking internet programs every day with Thomas. At first, it's not here. We start to go up slowly. Then we go over Wang Li Hong. It's the first quite famous, then we are bored, saying, who did we surpass? That's one happiness. Our goal is our favorite Sayaga. He is really exaggerated and ridiculous, but his humor, in many faces, I think, quite good sense. He expresses Taiwan, real Taiwan, very Taiwanese. Then I think very Taiwanese is good. Last year, when the famous internet program host came to Taiwan from New York, came to make an exchange of different culture programs with Jesus, Taiwan's unique feature only in Taiwan. Today, our program. Don't think Jesus only jokes in the internet. He practiced hard writing traditional Chinese, read books, talk Taiwanese, because he wanted to create something scored 100 to understand more about Chinese culture. Jesus paid off efforts. This meaning is the other cup have liquid. This cup is taken by one hand. This part means this. Then there is a shadow. This one is yu. Not hard actually, but need to know the meaning of each part. No matter yu in depressed or gui in turtles is at ease for Jesus because to him, Chinese is fun. To enrich his Chinese understanding, he passed Chinese teaching certificate 2 years ago, hoping to teach foreigners, hoping his Chinese would be even better. Traditional Chinese is more easy, yeah. Logical, yeah. It's logical, so you can memorize each part, then you will know that every word. Why does it mean this? It's easier. More strokes doesn't always mean more difficult. Jesus never thought he could blend in Taiwan so much before. Even made a funny internet program of himself. He hoped this could be a good example to stimulate more people to challenge themselves. Because Jesus likes adventure. I think we have a lot to speak. Improving space, we have space to improve. And then there's some, I think we can play with many things. For example, this week we might buy a GoPro. I like outdoor sports, so I want to start this. Foreigners don't teach English, teach rock climbing. Insisting himself not Coach Potato, he would go rock climbing every week with friends. It's a chance to go through a limit. I like to challenge new experiences. I think life is short, so we must take time to do something fun. Don't be too serious in life. You need to play a lot. Are you kidding? A new Taiwan resident who comes from Spain using his point of view, taking cultural differences of Taiwan and foreigner, bridge the bridge of humor. He said Taiwan audience give him too much encouragement and acceptance, so he could walk his path of creativity, more and more confident. Would you want to stay here forever? Yeah, I will stay here forever because Taiwan is heavenly safe. Have you seen my program next week? Meet again. Okay, time to go home. Yep, thanks for the hard work. For the program just now, it shall help our health, as it let us laugh out loud, making us feeling so happy. Thank you for watching. See you next time.